Hey, I'm Big B and I'm Brick, and welcome to another edition of the Seller Stream. I got my man Brick Willett here. We're just talking about all kinds of stuff, including some weirdness that's happened with him recently. I wanted to give him some some assurance that it happens to all of us. And we're talking about incorrect shipments of packages, and I had one that I shipped 2 packages incorrectly to Korea, and was lucky enough that both of the buyers in Korea were willing to work with each other and ship it locally to each other, and then I offered them each a $25 gift certificate in the store, which they both have become regular buyers since that occurrence. It was a huge learning experience for me. But also prior to the show, we had commentary from the one, the only, the famous in his mind, Zany Bricks, who basically, I think, picked up a lot of like a dozen extra of the brick boxes. He's looking to dump them. If there's anybody interested who wants to buy a brick box and he's looking to get rid of them in whole, and you can probably get a much better deal on shipping, let us know in the chat tonight, and I will work with you to try to make that go through if that's something you're looking for. You've got to get a brick box. He could be your guy. So, but he's looking for a way to get rid of them. We were chatting, and what actually happened? Did Zany go out and buy the 12 brick boxes and was going to be like, I'm going to save for my son's college education this way and just do brick boxes, blah, 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 get home and see that it was 300 lots, and was like, F this, like, that's crazy, that's, blah, I'm not going to do it. What happened with that? People want to know. How was your week in buying?
Been very busy. It's got quite a few sets coming in here this week. Should be busy for the end of the month. So I was able to get some of the brick boxes, and I grabbed some more of the pet shops and finished over some Star Wars.
And for those who are watching wondering, I bet you that you probably, if you were willing to buy all 12 of the brick boxes from him at one time, you probably would get a preferential deal from the shipper on cost. And he probably would prioritize you to make you the person that got them. But there is really good rates on shipping with FedEx and UPS on very large or weighted items. So sometimes you're in luck with that stuff, with those huge sales. So how many boxes did you get overall?
Ended up with 13.
13.
I saw one store that 3 hours away. I was tempted to drive down there to see it, but they were trying to get them in the store for 30. But I couldn't waste that much time driving another 3 hours and spend 2 hours waiting, or 3 hours waiting to get into the store.
Yeah. Well, they had a period where they had them up there, where it dropped down to $30. Excuse me, and the quantity was set towards 12 or 15. That could have also been when he found them, or they had to do a quick correction to 2. And I was able to get in on getting a dozen of them at a time twice afterwards for 36, but they canceled them on me, which I was disappointed with.
They give you any reason why they canceled them?
Or they ran out.
Oh, yeah.
Which isn't necessarily true, because we know from the internet that you know, they're still out there. People are still finding them.
Yeah, that's one thing I like with Walmart. You can usually buy as many as you want when you're buying from Walmart. And I've never had an order cancel on me, luckily.
Well, it's Walmart. They've got an unlimited supply, but they like to release them in batches.
Oh, they're saying we're choppy. Is there something wrong with the audio?
I hope it's not that bad. It could be.
Okay.
No idea. No idea. Is it only when he talks? Is it only when I talk? Is it super ultra crapola?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hoosier says it's fine on his end, so I don't know. And NTalk says fine here. All right, we're going on. Speaking of NTalk, big thanks to NTalk for giving me the heads up on the Target special one-time cartwheel yesterday. There was Lego Minecraft was on sale for one day at 50% off. I was not able to get any. I also got informed by the Biz, who's actually on her way to her local Lego store right now to get some stuff for her city. That's why she was not able to make the show. But thanks to NTalk, I was actually taking care of the kids where Mom was out getting a massage for her birthday. So good. Hopefully we were able to help Zany take care of all those problems he was having, getting rid of excess brick boxes. Some people go and dive in, and this happens every year, folks. It's not just Zany. Every year somebody goes in from the builder creator community and is like, I'm just going to buy a whole crap load of brick boxes. And then it's like, okay, no, not. And then they've got to figure out a way to get rid of them. So.
Well, that's one thing. Before you buy anything in bulk like that, you should actually check it out and see what's in it, if you actually, how much you can use of it before you buy it.
Yeah, you've always got to go and check with the lots and look at them and see if it's good stuff. The thing about those brick boxes, though, is they were brick boxes. I mean, half of the inventory was brick. It's a huge thing. Buying a crap load of those things is a huge deal. DC is saying buyer's remorse is real, and it's true. It's true. It's such a great deal. I mean, $30 for a brick box is absolutely killer. And you can fit a dozen or 15 of them in the cart. I mean, I know you can because I fit 30-something of them in a cart. And then once you get them home and you get them in your Lego room, you're just like, wow, this takes up a lot of space here. And look at all these bags of colors who I might not be used as much as other colors. Like the brown bag is awesome. The black and white bags are awesome, and the gray bags are awesome. The blue and green bags are pretty good too, and the red one. But then you start getting into the yellows and the more fruitful colors. Like, I don't use all these all that much.
Yeah, Anti said the 16x16 plates.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you were watching last night's Saturday stream, is not like a $12 item. I don't know where Brickanic pulled that from.
$260 to $3 if I'm correct.
Yeah, they're not that much. So I think he was talking about a 16x32 DBG base plate, not plate. That's why it's important to get your nomenclature down. Donnie's asking, and yes, I did. I was able to score a 10 of the Elves Purple Dragon. Got another of the Nexo Knights Fortrex. Got a few of these smaller creator boxes. I'm finding that with my new scheming in my store of just doing a $1 per lot minimum instead of having a minimum order, but $1 per lot minimum order, that other items are starting to move because of that. So, you know, like you put one gear in motion over here and another one starting to move over here, which was the intent, and it's good to see that happening. So people are taking those little tiny brick boxes or the little tiny creator sets, and they're purchasing them as a just up and over the hump sort of item, and that's cool because a lot of people also don't want those boxed. So I picked up a bunch of those because those were $3.99, 40% off, and then you got the 15% off at the counter from the manager for saying hi. And I said, and let them know that their Lego aisle was poopy, and like it was in 4 different locations. And she said, "What do you mean?" And I let her know, like, well, the DC. You guys actually have the DC girls superhero friend sets in stock. They're brand new. They're, people will be looking for them, and we didn't find them until 45 minutes into the store being here. We couldn't find a lot of stuff. Realized that a lot of stores put Lego in 2 different locations, one for girls, one for boys, but they're usually they're like an aisle, maybe 2 aisles apart, so that you can find stuff. Like here, it was so far apart, plus you got it in 4 places. And then she said, "Did you see the Lego over there?" And I was like, "No, there's Lego over there." We walked over there. There was sets that we hadn't even seen in another area. And she just like, "Yeah." And she handed me, I got it right here too, the whole like, "Tell us how you're doing." And she put her name down there, and she said, "Totally mention this. Like, if you understand the product and how it should be placed, give us some feedback on it, because we just redid the whole store." And I was like, "Yeah, you guys don't even have minifigs or poly bags." I was like, where's my little reindeer poly bags? That sucker's selling." They are, by the way, people.
That'd be hard.
That probably will sell for $7 all day long, because it's a cute little holiday poly bag. Lots of people use those holiday poly bags for stocking stuffers. Yep, this one right here. Lots of folks use these for stocking stuffers. Just throwing at the neighbors' kids, throwing at kids to get rid of them, because it doesn't sting all that much. So those will sell. Things like those, little poly bags like those will sell during the holidays. And those are things that I try to grab during the year.
We saw last year's Christmas. 20 of them went out to China.
Yeah. That's why you always ship to Asia, man. Yeah, because I had like a $600 or $800 sale go to Florida, to some tourist shop in Florida that was just stocking Lego poly bags for their incoming holiday season. So just some random tourist shop down in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Yeah, Ralph's like, "Oh, that's not a $12 piece." So what you should do is not go after those reindeers in huge quantities right now in your area. What you want to do is keep yourself like at a good limit. Like if you find that you're selling 3 a week, keep 4 in your store. So you always have that potential to grow a slight bit more. And if you reach 4, you go for 5. But you don't overbuy them and get them all now. And then that on December 26th, that reindeer is going to be half price, as well as the bowling pin set. So that's when you go and strike. And you make sure that you check out where stores in your area, how many bags they have, 1 to 2 nights before. Just send yourself a little alarm to do that on your phone, in your computer, in your email, and then you'll remember to do that stuff. You get the locations of what stores have the most bags, and those are what's the first store you go to the next morning, obviously. Yeah, Mr. H is saying, you know, they're hard to find in his area. Mr. Bones is reporting as well that brick or that poly is hard to find.
But yeah, the only spots I got poly bags up in my area is at 2 Targets, and they're shit.
Check Target online now. I noticed a couple of the poly bags were actually online when they were having their Christmas sale, when they had that little pre-Black Friday week sale.
Okay. And are they priced regular then? Walmart has them online, but they're
they're priced. I haven't noticed Target doing that whole like it's this at the store and this online thing.
Okay.
That's a little shisty.
Well, they got third-party sellers on Walmart. So they're using Toy Wiz, I think it is.
Yeah, they're gonna.
That's,
I don't think anybody likes to see the whole like now the price went from $30 to $120. It's creepy, and to be honest with you, like I'm sure there's a couple people that got taken that like had their carts going through and they were all beep beep boop boop beep 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 boop 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 and like trying to win the game and friggin' bought one for 120, and they were like, oh, I got to return the damn thing. So I don't like the third party reseller thing. I think it drives up the market price for Walmart. And even though like it seems weird for me to not be somebody who wants the price of something driven up because that helps my actual bottom line, I'd rather not see it happen. Yes, if Lego is more expensive, it drives the price up more than 10 cents average per piece, or maintains it at a 10 cents average per piece, which means that it helps keep the economic downfall of BrickLink from happening as fast. Yeah, Enzo's like, yes, the sad non-GBC useful bowling ball. But you can always be deceivious and not tell the GBC newbies that bowling ball is not something that they're going to want after 3 months in, or the first time that they meet with other GBCers live. That's because the pinhole on the bottom keeps it from doesn't give a good flow.
Yeah, there's like what are they? The basketball. There's a few different ones that are like that.
Basketball, soccer ball, volleyball.
That's okay.
The athletic balls. All right, my Lego store has, I don't know what the heck what is S16 for $1 off? Should I swoop the stock or not? Yeah, no whole balls.
Yeah.
Intoc's going to go swoop a Kroger, I bet.
Series 16 figs for $1 off.
Series 16s for $1 off. That's a good deal. I would go and expand my net per se. Like if you were the guy that only goes and gets, if you're like my son and you are a head banana feeler, and like that's all you're snagging, expand your net a little bit and maybe go get, you know, the baby, because the baby's torso is going to be unique now. Go pick up something else, you know, go get yourself a penguin, or go get yourself the other penguin, even because it is different. We know that we're going to get a whole smattering of penguins in the Batman movie sets, but the eyes are different and they're normal, and it's not some robotic, you know, penguin with lasers. That was a normal penguin. Although you should probably have one devious penguin. If you're gonna have a whole bunch of penguins in your city in a zoo, you definitely need one penguin with red eyes. Just yeah, like Pinky in the Brain. Yeah, Enzo's the CMFs are difficult to sell, but if they're $1 off, you can expand out and get a couple different ones that are good sellers. With them having decent accessories in this series, it makes it a more viable part out. And now that the economy of CMFs isn't going wild since they've been out for a while, the Series 16s that is, you know what one is actually valued at. And you have some metrics to be able to tell how many are selling per month and how many have sold overall, and if the trend is going up or down or where it is on the curve. And I think Hoosiers got in on some of the Toys R Us freebies that are out there. Did you try to get any of those Jeffrey boxes thing? Did you hear about those?
I don't got a Toys R Us by me, so I don't pay attention to what they got going.
Yeah, I don't usually go to them at all, but I always try to get one or two of those weird and funky collectible things just to keep in stock for people that aren't able to get to those areas. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been checking their online prices, but like when they have the 3 minifig sets or whatever, or 4 minifigs in that box, gotta go driving down to the closest Toys R Us that I have around me. But there again, you're driving half a day, spending a night to go to town. Is it really worth it?
You're gonna have to do a lot if you're doing that.
It's,
What were we saying we should talk about it as well, Brick, for the show? Any idea?
what's that, man?
Do you remember what we were going to talk about before the show? I was like, oh, we should talk about that.
Oh, do you want to talk about the figs?
The what?
The figs? Like cheam on them?
Oh, yeah, the capes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how do you handle listing items in your store that came from a previously factory assembled minifigure? Whether it be from when they did the magnets, when they've got any different way that a fig can come from the factory assembled. How do you list that cape that came in like the Target fig box that comes out every year? How do you handle that? How do you list that in your store for something that is new but was put and assembled by Lego in a fig that was assembled and all that, you know, sealed? How do you list that in your store so that it makes sure that your customer knows that it's been assembled, but still not short sell yourself on the item potential?
These right here.
Yes.
I picked up, I don't know, I think it was 15 or 20 of them. And just going to look at part of the note, but I need to figure out what I'm going to do to list the capes and the figs since they're pre-assembled. because they're not used, they're new.
And I had the same deal with some Boba Fett's that I got a few years ago. Comes with a dark brown pauldron, which I think is unique to the fig and the magnet. And I picked up a whole bunch of these magnets at Legoland and stripped them. And it is considered new, but you want to make sure people realize that it's already got the assembly marks on there, because there's folks that use the cloth items not as they were intended. Like, they're not going to make them into a cape. They're going to do something else with them. They could be blinds in a house where they're going to fold them themselves, and they want to know about these previous folds that have been in there. So you've got to take into consideration the people that are going to use the element for a way that it was not intended in the Lego world. So that's what that's where the little thing is. Like, we were talking about this beforehand. Like, how do you make sure people know about it, but not make it come across as though the thing is used? Because it's not used, right?
It's trying to downsell but upsell your item with the
right.
wording.
Dang it, I just missed what Mr. Bones retracted. So now Port City gets what I'm talking about. They understand what I'm saying. So you want to make sure that everybody's educated on what they're getting. It's part of being as forthright as possible with everything. So how do you do that without limiting yourself or hurting yourself? Because somebody else could just list it in their store as new, and it come with crinkles, and the person that buy it was intending to turn the cape into drapes or tablecloth or whatever, and now they're pissed.
Yeah, I'd be irritated if I got something, you expect new, you expect to be flat, perfect. But this is the first time I want to be trying to list these, so I need to do it proper and figure it out.
Yeah. So my point was, you could use the language that I used on mine, because I spent some time working on it, trying to figure out what the best way to say that was. Now, of course, people will go and see that my store is below 1 million.
Oh, you did drop below 1 million?
Oh, yeah. So I put on there, removed from factory built fig.
Okay.
And I'll tell you that luckily the picture on BrickLink as well is one that has been removed from a factory built fig. So it's kind of a bonus right there. See, and BrickLink doesn't even have it listed that the cape was also included as part of a magnet. And I guess they won't do that if you had to destroy the magnet in order to get at the parts, which is also a common practice, people. It's okay to take those 99-cent magnets and rip them and strip them. Just be careful. Hey, Howie, how's it going?
Hey. Going well.
So we had the question from earlier on. What should Zany do with the dozen brick boxes that he picked up? How is he going to be able to get rid of them? But more people wanted to know, was it buyer's remorse, or is Zany trying to get into the selling game? Also want to note, everybody should be checking out Port City Bricks every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Or sorry, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, for their the Lego Showdown, the Trivia Showdown. It is the show to watch on the Lego online community. just seriously, like, from a guy who's tried to create like a whole crapload of Lego related online community shows, like, they've got this put together, and this is going to be the one to watch. So
Yeah, put it on, do your build, learn something about Lego. We'll watch yours.
and see how, and feel really stupid while you're watching it. All right, raise your hand if you thought you were going to do better than you did.
Yeah, I didn't have no clue what kind of questions.
I did so crappy when I was playing along at home.
It's not that.
Look at that. Is that your Funko? Is that your dedicated Funko Pop room?
Yes. This is the Funko Pop, Lego City, and Lego room now.
I gotcha. Man.
It's pretty much everything now.
You know, from here, all of those Funko Pops look the same.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Another one of those inbox collectors.
Yeah.
It's not just inbox. I got a lot of them out of the box on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually went out today for a Lego hunt and ended up buying pretty much everything Funko except for one set, and that was that Superhero Girls high school set.
Now I'm going to try to segue this. Are you guys going to be selling the Funko Pop boxes in your brick-and-mortar Lego store?
No.
No. Okay.
No, that is just for us. They're too fun to look at.
A little creepy. So how is the brick-and-mortar business going?
Pretty good. Everybody's picking up for the holiday season. We actually had today's Sunday, so it was yesterday. Yesterday had an event because one of the guys in the shop area dressed up as Santa Claus, so was up there all day yesterday for that event.
So how did this all come about with you guys suddenly going into the world of, bam, we are going to do Storefront, from we just have a little store where we're selling off our excess minifigures?
It's something that Andrea's thrown around the idea of doing some kind of store for a while. And, I mean, you already know how good she is with basically anything she does. So we're throwing around the idea for probably the last 6 months to a year for anything that popped in our head. And I was actually home for one weekend from out of town working, and she said, one of those shops I've been looking at is finally open, and it's the one I would want. I said, okay, we can just drop by there, see how big it is and how much it'd be for rent. Well, the guy who owns the place wasn't there, but one of the other guys there, actually one who dressed up as Santa, was talking to him, and he said, here, I'll give you his phone number. So he gave his phone. The guy said, yeah, it's open. It's for rent. And if you meet me up there tomorrow, he said, I'll show it to you. And it's right at the end of the street. It's less than 100 yards from the house. So we met him the next day. He told us how much the rent was, and basically our BrickLink store covers the rent. So basically we can pretty much have that store up there, and anything out of that is a profit because our BrickLink store covers it all because the rent is so dirt cheap.
Good. You were able to go and find a good market for what you were looking for.
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean, I already know this, and you obviously know this because you're married into it, but the internet is slowly becoming Team Andrea.
Oh, yes. And she's over here just laughing about it right now. Another one's on Team Andrea, just came in here too.
Yeah. What's up? What's up, cool kid?
What is up, guys? How y'all doing?
How are you feeling about next week? Don't be mad at me because don't be mad at me about my picks. I really think that Bricksmith is going to study. I think he's going to just seriously go straight up college on this. So
So about that, I think I'm just gonna surprise everyone and beat Bricksmith. So I know a lot of people are rallying
Are you
behind
gonna bust
Mr.
another
Community.
bracket for me?
Huh?
You gonna bust another bracket for me?
I am.
The moist crew is just gonna destroy people, right?
Hopefully. I was.
Yeah,
I mean, after watching, this past Friday, I was like, oh man, I really got to study because I didn't. The funny thing is there was one question. It was, what other set has Nick Fury minifig, been in? And I have that other. Well, I have both sets. I have the Helicarrier and I have the Spider-Man, set. It comes with the flying green car.
Yeah, it comes with this little cheap ass, and that's one of the questions I got right at home. I didn't remember the name of the set, but I was like, the Spider-Man Doc Ock crappy green vehicle set.
Right. I couldn't remember the name, and now that got me wondering if I know what set it is, but I just don't know the name. Like, would I still get a point or half a point? Like, how does
We've got them here. Can we get an answer on that? Like, if we basically sell it out, like I just did, like the Doc Ock Spider-Man crappy green vehicle set, like, is that going to get us something?
Well, Big B, you wouldn't get it right. It's not the Doc Ock crappy green vehicle. That is the Spider-Man Super Heist. This is the Spider-Man Spider Space with Venom.
It's the chopper bike. It's the chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally would have gotten that wrong. But what if I had gone into the rant of why the hell does Spider-Man need a motorcycle? He swings from a web, and it's not even a motorcycle. It's a stupid little crappy trike.
this set?
Yes.
Nick Fury is even in the car. So, but I couldn't think of the names. Yeah.
Because that's the crappy flying car that he gave to Spider-Man, isn't it?
Yeah, on the animated series.
In the animated series, yeah. Watch that with my kids.
It's not a bad looking vehicle. It's all right.
It's still. Why does Spider-Man have vehicles?
I don't know. I don't know why they're giving them
All
stuff
this.
like that too.
He's never had a vehicle in a movie.
Yeah,
Always rode his bike.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, people are just they're awesomeified by Team Andrea and the questions and the whole show, man. And like I said, you obviously know because you married the woman, but now the internet is just Team Andrea.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, man.
Oh.
I mean, I was Team Jeremy at one point, but
Yeah, in the beginning, I think a lot of us were Team Jeremy because, the boys.
Yep, they slowly left me.
Are we embarrassing her yet?
No.
All right, good.
She's up here working on her new modular.
So did you say the name of your do you want to say the name of your your storefront and the location of it?
Right above my head.
Okay, Port City Bricks. What's its location?
Southport, North Carolina. The old Southport shops.
Old Southport Village shops.
Old Southport Village shops, yeah.
Nice.
So you selling sets or you selling parts over there, or what are you?
Sets, polybags, minifigures. That's pretty much it right now.
We're not into part ship
Go ahead.
because we don't have enough room.
Yeah, there's not enough room yet to do parts. We had someone else come to us about helping us out getting a parts section and the storefront as it is, because I wasn't wanting to go too far into it without knowing. It's just not big enough to do parts and everything yet, because I mean we still got our BrickLink store from whenever we had the parts and everything in it, and we're just gonna wait and see how it goes after a year.
Okay.
What about doing just a bin, a per pound bin?
We've actually thought about doing that. We didn't have the room for that, but after started moving stuff around for the Christmas holiday and the event we had yesterday, we actually got probably about 4 4 or 5 square feet now. Well, not 4 or 5 square feet, 4 feet by 4 feet opened up where we might be able to do something like that after we get the Christmas tree out of there. So we clear a spot for a Christmas tree to go in there, and we'll see how it goes after.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, the brick and mortar shops near me, they take in Lego by the pound at $5 a pound from people. I think that's the high dollar amount that they're paying. They have AFOLs from the local lugs that will volunteer for store credit, and they're getting like $25 to sort complete sets out of just tubs. So they look for the instructions, they build the entire set, including the extra pieces, and then bag it up, grab the next another set of instructions, bag it up, go through and do all of that. They're getting $25 store credit for doing all that work. And then he goes and sells it. And then with the excess just crapola that's left in there, he cleans it and puts it into a used part bin. And then if it just looks like primary colors, if it looks like basic Lego, like primary colors, black and white, he goes and takes and throws some of the new good stuff from the pick-a-brick wall on top. So like he's got cups upon cups upon cups of sand green, and he just tosses like a little handful of sand green on the top of it when it looks like crap, and he says that it just starts selling like hotcakes again because people just their eyes go to it now.
You see that, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what old sets.
Yeah, we actually, Andrea, when I was at work the other day, Andrea had a couple women come in, and they still had their kids' sets up in the attic from the 50s and 60s. So she was trying to get them to bring them back in, and well, I mean, we're doing the same thing. If someone brings in old sets, we're going to buy them as long as they're willing to work something out and everything else.
I know it sounds terrible, but don't tell them about BrickLink.
No, I'm not.
It's so hard not to be, you know, the most honest person.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's painful actually for me to not tell people how they're not getting a great deal and screw myself over. But
Average age of people in our area is probably 70. So most of them know how to use the internet. So I'm good.
Then I'd have to give a class on how to use BrickLink before I could tell them how to use it. They wouldn't understand.
I'm still waiting for that video series from you, Andrea.
Andrea actually had to explain to somebody yesterday what Vistaprint was and how to get magnets for the side of their vehicles.
Somebody was going to charge him. It was an older man, and somebody was going to charge him like $70 or $80 to get small magnets for the side of his car, and he said, I just want this certain thing, and so I made it on Photoshop in like 10 minutes, showed it to him, and I can get him the magnets 12 by 24 for $18 each. It's like shipped straight to him. It's so easy.
Well, you just found another business model for your storefront right there.
Yeah.
You can I mean, if you guys are only getting in like 2 to 3 buyers a day, really, or your traffic flow isn't that high, Andrew could totally run a design shop out of there. You know? Now you've got 2 businesses that you've got write-offs for in the same location. You know? That's why people do that stuff and have multiple businesses that they all have interested in, all into the same location.
Yeah.
There's purposes, there's accounting purposes for that. All right, CKB. We always like to have you in to bring us the smaller store feel and how things are doing for you and what you're seeing and what's going on with you. How's it going? I was gonna say how's it hanging, but I don't want to know.
Monday and Tuesday were probably the busiest days I've ever had. I think in total from Sunday night to Tuesday I had 8 orders. and I would say 50% were decent size orders. So I was up pretty late. I was up pretty late, yeah. And then on top of that,
were they like the 120 lot $40 orders?
No, they were actually just people buying up like just buying up lots, small lots, large amounts, and I would say the average sale was probably about $40.
That's good.
Yeah. So, and then there was a few small orders with like 120 lots and $25.
Those do take the wind out of your sails, don't they?
They do.
Those are the ones that you've got to force yourself to leave those for, like, this is the last one I'm gonna do tonight.
Yeah.
Because if I do this one first, it's gonna be the last one I do as well.
Right. But on top of that, like those babysitter, or I like to call them teenage moms, but it
is teen mom. Let's be honest. Come on.
The teen mom CMF, like on my eBay store, I can't keep them in there, and I only list them 2 at a time, and within 2 days they're both gone. Then I'll relist them again, and the store.
So you know what that means, right?
Huh?
That you have it undervalued.
That's the thing. So I had it at $10, and I noticed a lot of other people started dropping their prices to $10 because that's like I was still selling them fast. And well, I take that back. Whenever they first came out, I listed them at $12. They sold like hotcakes, and then other people started selling them. They were underpricing me. My sales slowed down, so I was like, damn it. So that's when I dropped them to 10, so I could underprice all the people who just underpriced me, and they started selling again. And the same story happened. So now I'm selling them at $9, and they've been going. And I finally just sold like the last 6 shark suit guys I had from Series 15.
Really?
Yeah. Sold 3 on BrickLink, and then I had 3 on eBay that finally just sold. So
I don't even know if I have mine listed.
Yeah.
A couple of those, I've started with the furries. I don't think I did it with the banana suit guy, but with the furries, I wasn't even listing them. I was just leaving them in my store.
Okay.
And putting them into the stock room because you know that they're going to do this. Historically, every single furry fig that Lego has come out with, from the first ones, even like the most recent ones, like Panda Suit Guy is going to be the next it character.
Right.
I'll do the whole like. So, and Lego is trying to combat that. I mean, they've come out with time and time again, re-releases of the furries, but when they came out, even with Chicken Suit Guy at Easter, it didn't seem to crush it.
No. They're getting ready to do that with the gingerbread guy this month. They're if you spend $50 or more at Lego, you get a free gingerbread guy.
Right.
That's what, from the 12th to the 18th of this month. So yeah.
Our Toys R Us still has Chicken Suit Guy. Tons of them.
Really?
Yep.
Mine had 100 on the shelves last month, and somebody came in and cleaned them out. It wasn't me.
Stocking stuffers, man. Stocking stuffers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And DC is saying you can still get Chicken Suit Guy from TRU one at a time online.
One at a time?
One at a time. Hey, they do a lot of those one at a times, man. The Disney CMFs are still 2 at a time with them.
Really? I did not know that. All right. But I'm gonna be going to my Target almost every day this month just to meet up with my boy, because he'll let me get the whole box early. So hopefully they get the Batman CMF soon, especially with the January release.
Yep, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do the same old. And I played that game on Series 12 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
And like I made out like hotcakes on Series 12. And Series 13, it just got to be too much of a task because the store had grown by then. But if you're operating a smaller store, it's really easy to stay up with the game of the pricing on CMFs and stuff like that when they first come out.
Right.
A lot of work playing the market on those.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. But yeah, that was my week in a nutshell. So Monday and Tuesday we're busy with BrickLink and also trying to fill eBay orders as well.
That's good. That's good. Everybody's store should really be picking up this time of the year.
Yeah.
Willett was saying earlier that it seems like BrickLink is back to normal, and for me, I don't think it's back to normal. I think I'm at where I was last year, 2 weeks previous to now. So it's still, I don't think we're ever going to see, or I'm not ever going to see the same volume that I did a couple years ago or a year ago, even with the store growth and everything else because of the changes to the metrics that they've done. So see where we go with that and see how see what we have to do to keep surviving.
Yeah, that was a hard hit. Because straight when I shut down, moving, getting everything set up to go into the new store, it was right when I reopened, BrickLink went through and repaced everything. Not a good time of the year, put it that way.
Yeah, for the price of common elements to be falling, it's concerning. Yeah, you shouldn't have 1x1 brick falling in price.
You shouldn't have what now?
You shouldn't have 1x1 bricks falling in price.
Oh.
You shouldn't have 2x4s of a color that's been out for 50 years falling in price. Like these are your foundation.
Your basics are going to be your basics. They're not going to fluctuate in your price range.
Right. They've been in every set. They've been out for forever in that color. That should not, like the price should be set. It should be like,
Oh, the other thing I learned this week was the Lego Dimensions disc. They do sell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never listed them before, and I just to try it out, I threw the Sonic the Hedgehog, the ET, and then I kept the minifig, but the Green Arrow disc, and I threw them in the store. Next day, all three were gone. The Sonic ET figs were gone from one person. Someone else came in, bought the discs for Sonic and ET, or no, just for Sonic, and then someone else came in and bought the Green Arrow disc, and I was like, oh, all right.
Wow, I hadn't thought about parting out the Green Arrow poly bag.
Yeah. I got two of them, and I gave one to Bot. The other one I kept the fig, and everything else I threw in the store. So, but that disc alone sold for $5, and I had it for $5 something, and then with the discount it got to like $5.
That's not a 6-month average item. That's an available average item on that because it's a.
Yeah, when I listed it, there was no.
Yeah, you're
average.
Yeah. Good looking out. Good looking out. Don't be afraid to use the available average on those items that have limited quantities or are super ultra rares because that's the metric you should be using for them. I sold 150 of those little blue 4-stud discs.
Mm-hmm. Someone came in and bought 450 of them.
150.
150. Yeah. Wow. All right.
Yeah. Here you go.
All right.
I mean, they look cool.
Got the blank?
The blanks, yeah, the blanks.
The blanks sell because you can do the alternate build and have those in your game, so you have one for each build.
So you have to have a different disc for each alternate build?
You can. I think you program the blank disc programs for whatever build. So you can have two different things at the same time on.
No More Bricks is saying that they like to buy the Lego Dimension discs to use them as minifig stands.
All right.
They're also good poker chips.
Well, I mean, now that I know.
Yeah, and the more you know, the more you Lego know.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never messed with dimensions, so I don't know how they do. It's
Yeah, I like to go after those little sets every once in a while.
I just figured that you'd buy them, you'd sell your pig, and you'd be sent on the rest of the parts, or most of the parts, you know.
Sometimes with those little dimensions packs, there's a lot of unique parts in there because they're trying to pack so much into a small shape that they come out with a new color of an existing mold. So you can end up getting a crap load of a really great element in a small price in a small set. So it's easy to get like 150 or 200 of. See, it was the Wicked Witch poly bag, or the Wicked Witch dimension set a while back was the only one that came with the blue 1x1 tooth.
Yeah.
The plate, not the tile.
Five Below has the Wicked Witch
and Five Below had them for $2 for $5. And like, if you had a Five Below near you, you should have gone bat poop crazy.
But they've got Wonder Woman also now. It's got the clear pieces in it.
Are they still selling anything for $2 for $5?
$5.
Oh, okay.
They're back to $5. There's certain ones that are still a good buy at $5.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the ones that are on Amazon that are no longer sold by Amazon, that are now only and exclusively sold by third-party sellers, is a good one to invest in if you are a sealed set or an Amazon eBay seller.
Okay.
Because those are obviously the ones that Lego is no longer redoing with Warner Brothers, because it's primarily Warner Brothers that are pushing these out, not Lego.
Mm-hmm.
That's why some of the sets are not for sale in the Lego store, because it's a Warner Brothers release.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's why we're getting such a big push on everything from the 80s that Warner Brothers owns. And that's why we're not seeing any Marvel.
Huh. All right.
Which is why also you don't see many Marvel characters in the Lego movies, because they're a Warner Brother product.
Yeah.
So.
That's interesting. There's just more politics to it that you don't know about, that are kind of hidden.
Big B's just dropping Lego knowledge on me right now.
Yeah.
He's prepped and ready to go for his battle against Fit.
I'm even more scared.
I'm telling you, man, I really think, nothing on you, cool kid, but I really think Bricksmith is like just seriously colleging out on this.
I'm gonna be studying all week. I'm getting ready.
They both have their tags now.
It should be a good time of the year for you. Everything on the base should be pretty cooled down.
Yeah.
And you know what the categories are now, so
Yep.
all the ones we changed, so it's up to date, so you're good to go.
Yeah. I mean, I thought, and I hate to say this because I know No More Bricks is watching. I thought Bricks for Chris was gonna win, and yep, Harold surprised me, and now I'm hoping the same thing happens. I'm hoping everyone's gonna push for Bricks for Julian Bricksmith, and I just
Bricks for Julian?
Bracket buster.
Yep.
All right, so in this household, it is Mama's birthday. So I'm calling it on time after an hour. I'm taking wifey out to dinner with the kids. We already did the whole breakfast in bed thing this morning and all that good stuff. So Kids made what was it? A peanut butter chocolate chip and marshmallow sandwich for breakfast.
Mm.
They wanted to put jelly on it. I figured that just those three, it might actually taste okay. But I also had backup breakfast ready to go. It's just in the sack, right? Here you go. I'm out. You guys, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. We've got Port City Bricks here. Howie's Bricks. Cool Kid Bricks. Brick Willett. And myself, Big B Bricks. You can pretty much find everybody except for CKB at .com after their name. Pretty much find everybody on both Brick Owl and BrickLink. And if you appreciate and enjoy the insight that people have brought you on this show, say they will sell you their stuff. They are not shameful about it. They've got stores. So if you enjoy their product, if you enjoy what they do, if you just enjoy what they do outside of those things in the YouTube community with shows that they are doing or anything like that at all, go ahead and make purchases from their BrickLink store and show your appreciation that way. And hope you guys pick up on what I just said right there. And thanks for watching.